I think women in general need to look at that. Look at who. I mean, yeah, this is not for the women that don't believe in marriage. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Be careful who you live with. Be careful who you have a child with, and most importantly, be careful who you get married to, because some of these people, they show you signs and you continue going with them. And
True. So true.
so,
Hey, welcome back to Happy Hour with SnL.
I'm Sherain.
And I'm Laurel.
We're back at it again. We're back again.
So let me give you some pop scoop this week.
What's on the chopping block?
Well, Halle Bailey and her baby daddy are now broken up.
I saw it.
He released a statement, and let me read the statement, guys. Dear friends and supporters, after much reflection and heartfelt conversations, Halle and I have decided to go our separate ways. This decision was not easy, but we believe it's the best path forward for both of us. I cherish the time we've spent together and the love we've shared. Despite the changes in our relationship, our love for each other remains deep and true. We are still best friends and adore each other as we focus on our individual journeys and our roles as co-parents. We cherish the bond we've built and the beautiful moments we've shared. As we navigate this transition, we ask for your understanding and support. Thank you for your love and encouragement, DDG. So funny enough, after he released that, like I saw another, it wasn't under this particular thing that he posted. People were just happy. They were like ecstatic. They were like, oh my God, thank God she and him broke up. She could do so much better. He was holding her back. And I was like, damn. Everybody feeling this type of way about him. What kind of played on my mind is this, what he added again on the relationship, on relationships on a whole.
At age 22, I would tell myself not to get in a relationship because it's damn near like having a part-time job. You really have to apply a lot of time and effort. Like, you might be doing videos all day and your girl get an attitude when you're doing your last video. Like, nigga, when you gonna take me out to eat? Yeah. When you gonna take me to the movies? When we gonna go on a date? And then it causes relationship problems in your real life that can affect your content. You might get mad in an argument. You might not want to film the next day. You might not want to stream the next day. You might not want to go to the studio the next day. Whatever. Like, yeah. So I would tell myself, if I was 22, I would say, bro, just grind it out. Let a relationship happen. Yeah. But only happen when you feel comfortable in yourself as a man. Like, yeah. I feel like you shouldn't get in a relationship until you feel like a nigga can't DM your girl and take your girl. Like, if you feel like it's a nigga out there that's more lit than you.
So you didn't know this when you was making a baby? Because you impregnate the girl and now you realize that relationship is work? I don't understand. I don't understand. So yet again, another broken home. But Halle Bailey being amazing, I know she will meet somebody who is worthy of her. But this, now granted, I understand what he's trying to say. At 22, he probably should have been focusing or whatever. But you can't be studying that now.
You go ahead, you talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what he was explaining there, like I feel as though like she was literally asking for simple things. To go on a date? Nah. You cannot be so busy. Like I feel as though you prioritize things that are important to you. And even though you have the world of work and all that you want to do, because listen, she, to me, how I look at it, she's more successful than him. And I'm sure she was willing
to look at. If
to
you have any peripheral view, any angle to look at, she is. The facts is the facts.
Yeah, and she, I'm sure, would have tried to prioritize him. Why he can't do that? So, Take it away. Take it away.
Now, granted that yes, I do share the same sentiments of the majority of people that are on the internet talking about their separation, that they are happy that they have been separated now, right? It doesn't take away the fact that there is a child in the mix, and now this child has to be grown up from a broken home. And the thing about it is, I feel as though, because funny enough, I as well saw this news, and I said I wanted to talk about it, so I jotted down a few points because I feel as though a lot of times I have so much to say, and then when we wrap up, I'll be like, oh shit, I forget to touch on this. So I jotted down a few points, and the first thing I want to say is that going back, before we even found out about her being Little Mermaid, because she's the first black, well, not necessarily black princess, because there was Cinderella, but black in a while. Wait, there was another princess, Tiana. Was it Tiana?
I can't remember Tiana, but I definitely remember Cinderella with Brandy.
Right, so Brandy was Cinderella, but it's been a while. She not only was she black, she was black with dreadlocks. And y'all don't know how much as black community around the world that really impacted so much. I mean, it goes without saying. We know this, right? And in that highlight of her career, which is, I mean, I think she likes acting, but I know she loves singing.
But amazing singer.
Amazing singer. Apart from that, that role was very huge. And she got it. And that would have been her peak in acting career. And her peak in her, what would I say? Fame as well. And he took that opportunity, and it was like he couldn't even deal with her getting the support from so much people, her being so successful. And you needed to put out a diss track about her co-stars during that time. So much so that Disney had to even push back the second trailer for The Little Mermaid. It was like, his behavior was so disgusting. And I think that was one of the biggest red flags. But I feel as though at that point in time, she would have been already pregnant. Right? She would have been already pregnant.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I want to make sure you hear me, some men weaponize getting women pregnant because they feel as though that's a pip. Like, oh, yeah, I can get pregnant. She's not married to me. You know, it wouldn't be holding me back, because most times the child is with the mother most of the times. At least you think so. They feel as though it would be harder for them to move on or even get a next family when they break up, because I honestly feel as though he broke up with her. I'm not sure. This is not facts. I think he broke up with her. And I feel as though he paved the way to do so, to try to make himself out as the victim. Meaning, all the cute little videos of him and Halo, here and there, people showing him love to see how he is with his son and stuff. And I don't know, like, seeing the videos, yes, I see the cuteness, but I was never a DDG fan to begin with. So maybe my standpoint on it is biased.
Yeah.
Maybe biased. But to me, he's a little boy.
From everything he said, he sounds like a little boy.
He's been a little boy. Even before Halle, like, he's been a little boy. While being with Halle, he's been a little boy. Like, me, there's one thing that irks me, the way how he flaunts money is like, you're being a little boy. Yes, you are successful, and yes, you should be happy that within your success. But the way he brings up money in certain conversation, even in some of the videos when he's talking to Halo, I find it so like, ugh. Probably there's some women out there that find that a big turn on, but to me it's like,
Yeah.
like, ugh. So again, maybe my standpoint is quite biased, and I'm sorry, I'm not willing to change, but this whole situation, I think women in general need to look at that. Look at who. I mean, yeah, this is not for the women that don't believe in marriage. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Be careful who you live with. Be careful who you have a child with, and most importantly, be careful who you get married to, because some of these people, they show you signs and you continue going with them. And
True. So true.
so, because when you have I think we talked about this last week. When you have a baby with someone, they are locked in with you for life. You have to deal with this person for life. It's not up to age 18. This person is in your life forever.
Yeah. Yikes. So be careful, guys.
Be careful. Be careful, because this is ridiculous. Like, and I get it. Like, I remember like how she, I mean, yeah, you're with the person, you're gonna stand by your man and all this other things. But I mean, and someone said it, like, someone said, I saw a video with someone saying, sometimes everybody on the internet will be talking shit. And sometimes they just be talking from their own opinion, and that's true. They don't know much things. But that doesn't mean sometimes they're not right, though. And I think in this case, he was never who an older sister would want their younger sister to be with. Especially someone like Halle. I'm like,
She's such
girl,
a sweetheart.
exactly. Like, you're doing good for yourself. And when I say for Halle, someone like Halle, meaning she's doing good in her success. She's pivoting. Like, it has a good trajectory in her career right now, her acting career, her singing career. And then when you get with someone, it's like Iman Shumpert all over again. Like, guys, this was so, like, it don't even have a word for it. It just icky. It just,
Yeah. The whole situation left a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
this is not even, how long has this baby, how old is Halo now? Is he 5 months?
I am not sure. I definitely know he's not a year.
He's not a year.
Yeah.
He's not a year.
Yeah. So he
And I'm
he
sure
would
someone
not
is-
remember them ever being together.
Exactly. So this was your plan then. I think it's safe to say some people plan this, some men plan this.
Maybe he'll mature and change. I don't know, but right now things not looking good from everything that he said.
And then there was something else with some leaked close friends footage with him talking about how her head was trash. And I'm like,
What?
even if that is the case and
Her
it was
head was trash.
Yeah, even if that was the case, right? And it was leaked footage. First of all, why even videotape yourself talking about this woman like this, the mother of your child?
Right.
Someone who you claim to love, regardless of what. Now, this is someone who is the mother of your child. Why do you think you need to put a camera on to discuss bedroom activities? All of that. Like that's so disrespectful. Like, and I feel as though I'm not gonna lie, as much as I like Halle, I think, some of the blame is on her, because
Well, obviously, because
Yeah.
it takes two.
it takes two. Some of the blame is on her in terms of
But when you're young and you get
Didn't-
caught
yeah,
up and
that's
you
true.
love,
You have
you
to
just get
also remember she's
you get
young
carried
as
away
well.
with the fairy tale. So
And since this, all I could hear her saying is, oh my God, my moo, and calling him moo, and well, I guess that's her nickname for him, or was her nickname for him. But I really, really hope that
And everything happens so fast. That's the next thing. You need to
Yeah.
take your time, guys.
you need to take your time.
Now, granted, there's some people who fall in love and they get married within the first year. But majority of us, we need to take our time. Learn people. Because all of this could have been avoided.
It could have been avoided.
Anyway, so there's this woman who got abandoned on a vacation.
On a vacation.
Yeah, she went out with her man, and apparently he saw her feet for the first time, and he left. He left. So she
What?
so she wrote this, right? So this guy I've been seeing for about a month surprised me with a trip to Destin because things were going good with us. Anyways, I finally get to the point where I'm ready to give it up. So we are at the resort and start getting touchy. So at this point, I'm ready to pop, lock, and drop it. So I started to remove my clothing. Then finally, I took off my shoes. This was the first time in this type of setting because the first 3 weekends, he took me on dates and I went home. So as we're doing what we're doing, he looks down and sees my feet. What? All of a sudden, the entire mood changed and the dude went off on me. So he says I don't look the same as my pictures and I catfished him. And he talked about my toes so bad. Anyways, he left
Show
me.
picture these toes.
Yes, I'll show you just now. Anyways, he left me in Destin. And I had to call my mom to pay for my way back home because I had no money. Okay, so I have a few things to. So these are her toes. I personally do not see anything wrong with her toes Now, granted, the big toenail is missing a toenail, but other than that, she don't have ugly feet to say you're leaving her. Right? So, I don't know. I feel as though that was an excuse. Something else was up,
So
right?
where they went?
Destin.
Where Destin is?
Just now, let me do some research. So Destin is a city in Florida.
Okay.
Right? So they went there on their little vacation. My first thing is,
Nobody teach you
why
about Vex Money though?
are you not going with Vex Money? Like,
I feel as though this era, sorry to cut you off, but everywhere we turn, like we see a lot of people talking about, a lot of women on social media, especially talking about the man's supposed to do this and the man's supposed to do that, and they're expecting this man to have this set of money to be able to do these big vacations and stuff. Fine, I not vexed with you, eh? I mean, finances are important in a relationship. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, in 2024, with the bills, the way the bills is, how are you taking care of yourself when you don't have a man? Is it that you are relying on a man to be able to take you on these vacations and stuff? And apart from that, a man carry out. This man, I didn't even hear her say that she in a relationship. You go on there with this man with no money, so he could have kidnapped your ass.
basically.
You could have been chopped up in a freezer, and they're looking for you.
Listen, I'm surprised that she left wherever she went because if I go in right down the road, I'm walking with money. If I'm going with my friends to a party, the ticket done paid for, we still walking with money because you never know what could happen. You never know. So we're going on a whole vacation and you have to call your mother. Yeah. I hope this is a lesson learned. A big lesson learned. Secondly,
I don't even know if it's a lesson learned because she come on the internet to talk about this to show up the man.
To show up her toes too, to show like, okay, my toes not so bad.
What? It's true. Your toe's not so bad. Just have a little accident on one. One looked like it broke.
And she showed the picture of her, yes? But another thing I was thinking about, like it had me thinking, do you have any superficial, how to say, like reasons for not wanting to date a guy?
Somebody? Yes, I do, actually. You want me to share?
Go ahead, you share.
Guys, mine is really, really bad. Like, it's really, really bad. And I know it's bad.
What it is?
Like, I have little icks that really, like, it could change. Honestly, it could change. Some of them. Well, one of my icks is crying shoulders.
Oh my, yeah, like.
I think you knew that one.
Yeah.
That's one of my icks. The only person that I've seen with crying shoulders that looks damn good still is Aaron Pear. That man is fine. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Superficial. Again, I think the phone card thing is one.
No, physical.
Physical? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I don't know any crying shoulders. I don't know.
Ooh. 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 Anywho, so one of mine,
right,
is men who cannot accept that they're going bald. So they're going bald and you're seeing it, but they're keeping the hair around the peripheral. Why are you doing it?
Doing that?
Just shave it off, or get Rogaine, or go for like hair transplant, whatever.
What's
but like,
Rogaine? You ever see when they do the hair transplant?
yeah, this look kind of
stink.
This look really gross for a while. But you have two options: either try to regain the hair or shave it off. Accept that, yeah, because we all have things that people wouldn't like.
Yeah.
So like, oh.
I mean, hair. Balding isn't that like hereditary?
Yes, it is.
So you should know. You should actually see it coming.
Well, some people see it. Funny enough, I think balding is you gain balding from your mother's side of the family, so you could usually watch from your mother's side to have like an idea. But then again, it could also go on your father's side. But most of the time,
So
it's on your mother's
right,
side.
So so say your father, you know your father balding, right?
Right. But
your
there's a
mother
high
do
chance, But there's a high chance,
But
right?
your mother's side do bald.
And your mother's side do bald?
Yeah.
But there's still a possibility.
There's still a possibility. I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
That you get it from your mother's side.
Yeah, so that for me is like, oh, like, so it's a major turn off for me. But I want to know what you guys,
Yeah. What
what
and you know it's
superficial physical features that
You
y'all
just can't- you
get
just-
the ick from.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so
Do you have any more? I don't think
I don't think I have any more.
any more that we want to share right now.
Superficial. I know. Really, really hairy. Extremely hairy.
Yeah. I don't do too hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. It's like it's already happened.
So yeah, come share with us. Come and
us, guys. We know. Everybody has their own. Nobody's perfect. No one is perfect. I am imperfect.
Exactly.
I am imperfect.
But we know it's superficial, but it just giving you the ick.
You just know it gives us the ick. Okay. Let's know.
So we're gonna dive into some riddles.
Guys, and don't be shy. We want to hear what superficial things you have with women, so that you're physical. We want to hear too.
Yeah. So some riddles.
Ooh, do I have to get my pen?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Right. Some people prefer being on top, others prefer being at the bottom, and it always involve a bed. What am I?
A double decker.
Ding! What is super hard, comes in different sizes, and can go into tiny holes.
What's super hard? Comes in different. A screwdriver?
No. But that was like a good answer. A good answer. Good answer. Yes.
Super super hard. Comes in the airing.
No. It's actually a key because, keyhole.
Oh, yeah.
What does a man have in his trousers that a lady doesn't want on her face?
His rag.
Okay then.
I wouldn't want that rag on my face. You wiping your hand.
Wrinkles. Wrinkle balls.
Oh shit.
What does every woman have that starts with a V and that she can use to get whatever she wants?
Just now. I think I heard this one before, but it's not vagina. People
No,
think
it
it's not
isn't.
vagina.
No,
Just now.
little pivots out there. It's not
It's
that.
not vagina. What is it? Starts with a V that every woman. Come again.
What does every woman have that starts with a V and that can be used to get whatever she wants?
V. That's credit card.
Voice.
Oh well, yes.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big one. Donald Trump has a small one. And Madonna doesn't have one at all. What is it?
I don't know. I'm giving up.
A last name.
Oh,
Yeah.
that we know of.
What, Madonna?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because it's just Madonna. Yeah. And that's it for riddles, guys.
Ooh, I don't think I did too bad this week.
Yeah, you did good. You did good.
Moving on.
So, what TV recommendations you have for us this week?
Guys, this week I, going a little more wholesome. So if you're looking for a perfect cozy show to binge this weekend, here are 5 girly comfort TV shows that are some of my faves.
I like girly comfort TV shows.
Which one do you think is on my list?
I can't even think because, I'm thinking of what we're watching now, and none of them are girly comforting.
No, well, one you would definitely know because I always watch it. It's like in my top comfort shows.
I'm hoping that Nani's not on it.
It is. Guys, I watch The Nanny all the time. Like, I think I could recite episodes now. Like, some day I was like with my cousin and something she did and she recited a line from it and I just continued the rest of the script. She's like, I was like, yeah, that's from The Nanny.
Yes.
Like, I know.
Yeah,
but-
obsession. Obsession.
So, just a reminder, every week we give you all TV recommendations, a little TV guide for the week, weekend, So first up is Harlem. Megan Good actually stars in Harlem, and Tyler play. Fine, motherfucker. Right. So this one follows four ambitious women navigating friendship, love, and career challenges in the vibrant street of New York in Harlem. You can stream Harlem on Prime Video. The next one is The Good Place. Follow Eleanor Shellstrop as she hilariously navigates the afterlife after mistakenly being sent to a heaven-like utopia. And that one is streaming on Netflix.
That was cool.
The star, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot you watched it.
Yeah.
The star of that one is actually Kristen Bell, who she's in a new show on Netflix and that's going really good. Rom-com. The name of that one is, I can't remember. Nobody something.
Nobody knows. I don't know. I don't know.
Gossip Girl. As you all know, that one, I'm sure a lot of you all know Gossip Girl. You ever watch Gossip Girl?
No.
Dive.
Yeah. No.
It dives into the scandalous lives of Manhattan's elites as an anonymous blogger exposes their deepest secrets. You can watch this on Max or Netflix. My fave, as you already realize, Fran Drescher stars in The Nanny, a down-on-her-luck cosmetic saleswoman who unexpectedly becomes the stylish, street-smart nanny for a wealthy Broadway producer's children, mixing hilarity with her queen's charm in The Nanny. I know a lot of people don't like her voice, but I think it's what makes her
Where is she
unique.
now? Like,
I don't know, but she has a couple other shows and it was really good.
serious?
I enjoyed it.
You know what's so funny? Like, when people have such big roles and for so long, like, I can't see them outside of the role.
Really?
Yeah. Like, for instance, Carl Winslow from Family Matters. It's hard for me to see him in this show, in The Residence.
Fine. In The Residence. Carl
In The
Winslow.
Residence. Not, I saying the correct name?
No, he's from Cosby Show you're talking about.
It was Cosby?
He's not Carl Winslow. You're talking about the doctor.
Yeah, it was. Oh my God.
He's from the Cosby Show. That's
Right.
another
You're
comfort
correct.
mine.
You are correct. You are correct.
It's Theodore.
You are correct. Oh, you find he fine?
No, I'm talking about Carl from
Oh,
But I do find he's handsome as well though.
he have an appeal,
Yeah.
but he's not really my type.
Something about him. He's not my type either. But just something about him. I don't know.
I like confidence. So I think that's what I was attracted to in confidence, not cockiness.
Probably is that with him.
Yeah.
And you know what I like to with him? I liked to see how he transitioned.
No, but
from
that's what I'm
Cosby
saying.
Show.
It's so hard for
It's-
me. Like, I'm still seeing him in the Cosby. So I'm
Really?
like, for me, it's like,
I think I've seen him in
It's
other
hard.
little shows.
It's hard to
not
see
little
him.
shows, but other shows. Not little shows. How rude. Other shows too. So it kind of helped me. And then
but in The Resident, he's so animated as well with it. So it's kind of,
it's kind of yeah.
it's hard for me, guys. It's hard.
Last but not least, Dawson's Creek follows a group of friends navigating the complexities of love, friendship, and growing up in a small town, all while sharing their dreams and heartbreaks against the backdrop of their favorite films.
Funny enough, when I was growing up, I used to love Dawson Creek. I think everybody was in love with Pacey at the point in time. I ended up watching it over, I think, during COVID, and I was like, what shit I was watching?
That was the first time I watched it.
I watched
And
it over and
in the first few, well, I guess in the first season itself, I didn't like Pacey.
Pacey.
I didn't like him.
Really? I
But
had
by
really
the
like
second
Pacey.
season, I was like, oh my God, he's nice.
Yeah.
I like him.
Hated Dawson.
Oh, he's so annoying.
Hated.
Yeah, he's annoying. That's how I felt about Chuck in Gossip Girl. Like, he did a full 360. Like, within the first 2 seasons, Chuck Backs was really disgusting.
Think I should take it in, guys? You think it's worth taking in?
It is. If you're gonna watch, I'll watch it too. My little cousin, right? She's in college in the States, and she's like, "Oh my God, fall is coming up. You know what that means?" I was like, "Gossip Girl." She's like, "Yeah."
What, she gonna binge watch it?
Yeah. She took her a while to watch it, and before she left, she watched it. She
got
binged
hooked.
it, and she's like, "This show is so good." I'm like, "Yeah," and that is about that. Like it's about teenage friendships, and then they grew into like college friendships and stuff.
I'll consider it, guys.
But it's really good. It's one of my faves. It's one of my faves. All right, guys. So moving into reaction time. Guys, the internet never ceased to amaze me or us.
So I have a funny little video.
Okay.
A funny video. God, what's going on
A
here?
funny video.
With Michelle's permission, our burglar bursts in. Michelle puts on a great performance as he pretends to assault her. She screams for Perry. Perry! So what does Perry do? Does she jump in to save her? Look, she heads for the door. Michelle is left alone to defend herself.
Listen, when your dog is not trained to be a guard dog, just leave it. Perry gone.
Perry
Like,
gone.
unless Perry was going
Perry
to
Black.
get somebody.
It's Perry Black.
And she's like,
Perry is out of there.
But you know, funny enough, I saw a video after that where this little boy stepped on a cat's tail, and which triggered another cat to react, and the cat started to attack him, and his dog jumped into his defense. So if your dog,
If your dog is not on that,
don't expect Perry
it.
to be trying to attack the
Perry.
burglar.
What would you do if you were the girlfriend in this situation?
I'm not sitting in the back seat. You need to get out. You gonna sit in the back seat today? You need to get out. I'm not sitting in the back seat.
My mom's coming, so I ain't gonna lie. You gonna have to get in the back.
What you mean you're not coming?
It's not that deep. Just sit in the back seat.
Okay, no, y'all not married anyway, honey. I mean, we just going somewhere. You act like you gotta sit in the back seat forever. Okay, bye. That's
Well, she
real
left.
crazy. Like what?
Yikes.
who do you think was wrong in this situation?
Okay, so
Funny.
how to even address this? I think a situation like that kind of happened to me. Funny enough, I think at the time I was in the front seat, and my boyfriend, at the time, we went to meet his parents somewhere, and I just stayed in the front seat like normal. And then afterwards, it hit me like, why I have his father like squanched up in the backseat? Like it just didn't hit me because it didn't dawn on me at the time. And afterwards I was like, wait, why should I come out? And then I turned and I was like,
Or you were thinking that you should come out.
yeah. And then I turned and I was like, you want to come in front? And he was just like, no. And I'm thinking, oh my God, please let me pull up the seat, because I was feeling so bad because he's there in the backseat. But now if it is that we all were leaving, I think I would have given the seats to the father. I would have. Reason being, men legs are longer, and I don't want him feeling uncomfortable in the back seat. Okay. In this situation, it's a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, and I feel as though
Your situation was boyfriend, girlfriend, or?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this situation with the girl are saying it's a boyfriend, girlfriend. So I feel as though respect should be like, moms, you want to go and sit in front
No, I'm
with
still
your
trying
son?
to figure out what you're saying. You're saying, but this situation now, because I was talking about your.
Yeah. Sorry,
It's the
but
same
yeah, it's
thing.
the same thing.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, mine was with the father. This one is with the mother. So I feel as though she should have gotten up. I feel as though the back and forth was unnecessary. I feel as though when the mother said something, she should just be like, "Oh, okay, cool," and just go in the back seat. Yeah.
A few weeks ago, my brother came to pick me up. My car was at the mechanic, and he came to pick me up. And he came with one of his friends, who was a friend. When he came, I was like, "Oh, you're in my seat." But I was just pulling her leg, and she actually came out the car, and I was like, "No, girl, just sit down."
Yeah.
But that was just me pulling your leg, like.
No,
I
but out
wasn't
of
serious.
respect, I will give you the seat. Out of respect.
What respect?
Now, if it, out of respect, I will give you the seat.
I try to figure out, like, what do you mean? Like, is it that because you are?
And
Is it
secondly, that's not his wife. If it
I'm
was,
not
if I was
going
in
to ask
a
you.
position
If
of
it
being
was-
wife, then I'm not moving. You could sit in the back seat. But if it was the father, I would move again because
It's a
I want him
guy?
to be comfortable.
Yeah, but my thing is, I disagree. I think I mean. I don't think my mom would do that though. My mom wouldn't take the initiative to go in the front seat because at this time, this is your son's chance at experiencing love, relationships, and all these things. And that's when you are not there, you are not in a relationship with your son. Like,
But why are you looking at it like if it's in terms of a relationship? I just feel as though it's respectful. Like, go ahead, you could sit in front.
where we coming from with respect here?
Like, it's his mother, go in front.
Then I guess I disrespectful.
I don't know. I think I would, I would definitely. The thing about it is, like what you're saying with your mother, if she is walking to the back seat, fine. But if it is that she reaching for the front seat, I'm not going to now have an argument that I want to sit in front.
No, I'm not going to have an argument, I'm not going to have an argument.
But would you
at
be
all.
upset that you have to sit in the back? It to me don't matter. We go in the same place. I don't need to sit down
We
to
go
see
in the
nothing.
same place, yes. But I think
What it does it? I feel as though like it not it's not like she trumped me just because she's sitting in front. To me, that's not how I'm looking at it.
I know it's just a seat, and I know it's just we all go in the same place, but it have some, to me personally, it have some. I don't understand where you're coming from with the respect thing, because I feel as though it could go the same way
That the mother should respect the girlfriend.
as well, because this is his
And
person. Like, so my thing is, when he have to get nookie in the night, who he going to?
Right.
I mean, he's not the wife yet, but is it that? Let me say it's a 5-year relationship. I just put in a time on it. I don't know. It's a 5 year. 5 years to me, still, I don't know. Because I think you just really need to know. That's the next conversation. Anyway. What would it be for fiancé?
Same thing.
I don't know. I
feel as though I don't have no right or wrong answer. I just feel as though if the mother is heading in that direction, step back. Step back.
I feel as though if it should be my decision.
And even, okay, so I have a son, right?
And then I find it was so good that she
Your
had her own
decision
car.
as the girlfriend.
Yeah, if I decide that I would let you go ahead. I would say, oh, hi, go ahead. Like I've experienced when I say, okay, go ahead now, and the mother says no. His girlfriend.
Yeah.
Said,
Yeah.
That is why I'm saying you are his girlfriend. Sit
Yeah, but
next to him.
But how I looking at it, it don't even matter to me. If she's going to the seat, I'm going to give it to her. If she says she don't want it, I'm going in the front seat. But to me, it's not so important that I need to sit in front. And for me, if I have a son, I don't really care
If
to
you
be in
have
the.
a son.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. When my son has his girlfriend, sorry. Right back. When my son has his girlfriend, I don't really care to sit in the front seat or whatever. If we go in somewhere, I probably will go in the back. It don't matter to me.
Why would you go in the back? Not that it don't matter, but what's your reason?
Because that's his girlfriend.
This is what I'm saying.
But it don't matter. Now, if it is, okay, for instance, if we all going somewhere to pick up his girlfriend, I'm not going to hop out of the seat, out of the front seat for her to now come in the front and I go in the back. She could sit in the back. I'm not going to, because to me, how I look at it is just a seat.
Okay.
But if she's standing by the door waiting for me to come out the seat, no, it's problems.
I think on this one I disagree.
Yeah, we have different.
We have different
views.
We definitely have different views on this one, but let us know in the comments what you think and your reasons why. We're heading into the weekly faves, guys, and the weekly faves is where we come and tell you all a product of the week that we are really, really enjoying and why we enjoy it and the benefits of it and whatnot, or just describe the product. So I'm up first.
Yes.
So guys, this is YSL's perfume. This is their Libre. And guys, I got this in PR, was it? Yeah, this one is in PR. And
She's in love.
I am going to be buying the biggest size of this perfume. Number one.
This is the 50 ml?
This is the, yeah, I think so. I think this is the 50 ml. No, 30.
Oh,
this
because
is the 30 ml.
I find it looking like a good size.
This is
because
a
the 30 does
ml.
usually look smaller. I guess the packaging
Probably
too.
the packaging, yeah. This is the 30 ml. And one thing, apart from me liking the fragrance itself, the longevity on this smell is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I always tell her, like, we went somewhere and I put on the perfume to go, and weeks later, I still every time I get in the car, I wonder why inside here smelling so. And it's because it's on my seat belt. It's on my seat belt. I went with my blanket. Because when did I wear this? I think it was week before. I came home with what I wore. I took off what I wore and I rested on the bed. I just rested top on the bed, and it didn't go directly in the wash one time. And it didn't stay on the blanket for long. I just changed my clothes and then I finished. I put the top in the dirty laundry. But that was it was like a piece of the clothing just fell on the blanket now. The blanket was folded in a corner. Tell me why when I opened up that blanket yesterday,
It smells strong.
it's smelling strong because that blanket, it was full because I just washed. That it's smelling strong.
I like long-lasting perfumes.
I
like that.
love long-lasting perfumes. So let me give you a little synopsis. I jot down a little thing. So this is a bold, sensual fragrance that blends with floral and aromatic notes. It opens with a fresh burst of lavender. I don't really smell the lavender, to be honest with you.
I didn't notice it either because I hate lavender.
And mandarin, leading into orange blossom jasmine. I do get jasmine. I love jasmine smells. And it captivates floral richness. That's a fact. That's a lot. Every time I wear it, I feel like a rich bitch. I feel like a rich bitch.
I need to get me one.
I'll be a rich bitch. So yeah, this is one of my weekly fees. I needed to share with y'all. Y'all did your big ones with this one. I know the original. Ugh,
So this isn't the original.
no, I think this is the Leap Intense.
Okay.
This is Leap Intense. Yeah. Yeah, is it? I think so. I'm gonna tell you. No, this is just Leap. To me, I thought this was the Intense. But this smells good. It smells good. Y'all need to get your hands on it.
ASAP.
ASAP.
I'm gonna get myself one.
It smells good, right?
Like I'm now getting into scents, guys. Like I had like one or two perfumes that was gifted to me. Not like I went out and bought it myself. And now I'm trying
What
to.
some though?
What did I buy?
There was one. Did you buy Victoria?
Okay, I did buy that. So I'm now getting into it.
Yeah.
Because everything else, people used to just give me perfume.
Oh,
So
what about the blue one?
Dylan Blue?
Dylan Blue, you didn't buy?
I didn't buy it. I keep saying that I'm going to buy it. I'm definitely going to buy that. I'm a Key Alley pistachios.
I want the Kayali hard candy. Although I saw someone said like they have a dupe in the Arabian ones
For the hard candy?
The hard candy, yeah. It just came out apparently not too long ago. But I think I want the Kayali.
That's how I feel about the pistachios.
I don't mind getting the Arabian one as well. But I want the Kayali. I think she deserves her flowers.
Yeah. So my fave of the week, guys, is Strivectin. I did not bring my product, but it'll be inserted right here.
Right there.
So if you know me, you know that I'm always looking for something that hydrates my skin. For some reason, I have dry skin. So I was actually gifted, not a PR guy, not as yet, but soon I was gifted this by
very soon.
the one and only Sherain. And let me tell you this, that it's one of my favorites so far. If you have dullness of the skin, if you have fine wrinkles, or you want to combat aging, it is amazing. As soon as you put it on, like literally your skin is looking glowy and plump and nice. So let me read a little bit. This dual chamber serum targets signs of premature aging caused by dryness and hydration. As your routine skin flooding step, it contains all the ingredients needed to multiply skin hydration for clinically proven results of fine lines, wrinkle, dullness, and rough texture. Guys, this is like
Heaven in a bottle.
heaven in a bottle. And it was clinically tested under extreme desert conditions. Need I say more? Like, I am sold. So you guys, you could find this on Amazon, on our Amazon front.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know like why it's not up as yet.
Serious?
Yeah.
Well,
But it would be up and it would be linked. It would be up. As soon
go
as
get
it
it.
was-
Like, I am in love. Like, I'm in love. Like, Sherain was like, you're using it all the time. And I'm like,
It has hyaluronic.
yes.
Yeah.
Anything with hyaluronic, I'm obsessed with.
Really?
Like, obsessed.
I really
Obsessed.
like. I feel as though like my skin, my T-zone is oily, and then it has like around. I'm kind of like I am more combination skin type, so I don't really lean too much towards hyaluronic serums. I may lean towards it in my moisturizer, water based. But
So funny enough that you said that. I also do have combination skin. However, guys, the reason why I have dry skin is also because I am allergic to dairy. So what I've noticed is when I do eat dairy, like my skin go through this strange drying out phase where it becomes really flaky. Leave me alone. I don't do it often. So before my T-zone would have been just oily and parts of my cheeks, but now like my dryness have just extended.
guys, can you ask her why has it extended?
I'm sure all the persons who are lactose intolerant will come and answer you for me.
Why are you all like this? Why do you all continue?
I don't know. I think the thing is, right, it's not something that we were born with, at least some of us. So we develop it later on in life, and it's just hard because much people like ice cream and cheese and pasta and lasagna and milk, full cream milk and condensed milk and
because after a certain time, after a certain age, your body does not need
that
milk.
is facts.
So is it that because you'll consume so much?
No, actually, y'all are mutated. We're not. So because our bodies no longer need dairy, that's why we will become lactose intolerant. But persons who could still tolerate it, y'all are mutated. We didn't get to mutate. That is sad when I think about it.
I never liked milk and stuff like that. I'm not a big ice cream fan. I don't eat I think the most I eat milk and cheese like that is probably when I eat pie and lasagna. I don't really.
Right now, I think I've been craving this for like months. Like some cereal with some dairy milk. I think I told you this like a couple of times.
Yeah, you did. You say you want some cereal.
And I just watching the milk in the pantry, and I'm not eating. I'm not doing it. I really trying to be good because I know if I do it, that will just it will just take me over. But nothing like dairy milk. Oh my God, heaven!
I have a cousin that is obsessed with dairy.
Because it's the best.
Powdered milk.
It is the best. That's what I'm talking about. It's the best. Ugh, yummy. Listen. I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to be.
I love milk like that.
So anyway, that strivectin is my fave of the week.
So y'all know where to go and get it. Y'all know where to go and get it. So we're moving on to the sips and spills of the week. Guys, don't forget, you all could send in your dilemmas, your am I the assholes, your questions, your confessions to happyhour with SnL submissions at gmail.com. And as you know, we don't know who's sending it in. We just see an email. That's about it. So,
as you send it in and we read it, we forget who it is.
Yep. I don't even know who it is. It's just an email. For all those who don't know, the Sips and Spills group chat is where you all send in your dilemmas to us through our DMs, either Instagram or TikTok, and we share them with you.
And of course, all your dilemmas will remain anonymous. Have no fear.
Yes, our lips and eyes are sealed with regards to the sender.
And this is a gentle reminder that we are not licensed therapists,
nor are we licensed psychiatrists.
We're just two girls enjoying chatting and discuss it, everything and anything.
Don't take anything we say to heart. We're just sharing our thoughts and our views.
However, if we do see any dilemmas that need professional help,
We would send you all the details to a licensed professional locally, and for our foreign listeners, we would surely send you all a link to an online professional. This week I actually did not read through first. So this is a blind one.
dip, ini, mini, mani, mo. I'm kidding.
This is a blind, like what I'm reading. I didn't proofread this before, like for any, if it have any typos or anything. So we reading this, and the both of us will be shocked at the same time. Right? Am I the asshole for trying to seek clarity? I've been involved with a man named Ben for over a year, on and off. From the beginning, he said he wasn't ready for a relationship, and I respected that. Last August, we had our first and only sexual encounter. Afterwards, Ben said he was moving away, but he returned to Trinidad within 4 months. During that time, I found myself begging for his time and attention, which he gave to everyone else, and that started to turn me off.
Yeah.
First red flag. He said he didn't want a relationship. He said what he said already. Believe it. Next one. You have to beg a man for something so simple as time. Forget
I don't
it.
see the first one as a red flag per se. He said what he said. It's up to you now to...
It's a red flag based on what you want. Because if it's just begging him for time, it means you want something more.
Yeah.
So that should have been a red flag for her.
Okay.
But if you want the same thing with him, well, okay. Well, I guess do all they had to do. A couple of months ago, I saw a video of Ben at a wedding hugging a friend of mine, Michael. Michael and I have been friends for years and never pursued a relationship because we valued our friendship. We never had a romantic or sexual relationship. However, recently Michael and I admitted our true feelings for each other and were willing to try something. But then I saw the video of him with Ben. I immediately asked Michael about his relationship with Ben. I also confessed that I have been involved with Ben in the past. Michael was upset and asked for space, which I respected. Fast forward to now. Ben and I started talking again. Michael and I also reconnected, mainly to clear up the situation I had shared with him about Ben. During our conversation, Michael told me that Ben has a child on the way, and the woman is 4 to 5 months pregnant. Shocked, I asked Ben if he had a child, and he said not yet. I then asked, is anyone pregnant for you right now? Well, I mean, he's saying not yet. It don't mean he didn't necessarily lie. He was
strategic with his answer.
I then asked, is anyone pregnant for you right now? Instead of answering directly, he asked, who is telling you these things, and refused to give me a clear answer. What I'm trying to figure out is what exactly you and Ben doing. Because they just say, oh, they start talking. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What you doing, and what you doing with Ben, and what you doing with Michael?
Wasting time.
Yeah. Since Ben couldn't clarify, I reached out to a friend of the pregnant woman, Sarah.
Why?
Girl, on social media to get more information. Sarah screenshotted my conversation and sent it to the pregnant woman.
The box unfolds.
The child mother, who then sent it out to Ben. Ben called me asking why I reached out. I explained that I had asked him these questions months ago, and he hadn't been honest with me. Under pressure, Ben finally confirmed that the woman was pregnant, but begged me not to tell her about our relationship. So all here is, what type of relationship?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Because
leave out that part. We need a clarification.
is it that they just having sex, or is it
What are they doing?
an official relationship?
As he didn't want to complicate things with his family. Girl, you are an outside woman. He also asked me, your mistress. He also asked me not to say anything to his child mother. If the child mother reached out to me. I told Ben where I got the information from and said we had nothing more to talk about. I asked him to stay with his family and blocked him on all platforms. Good. Later, the child mother reached out to me, accusing me of being nosy and trying to interfere in her life. I tried to explain that she should be upset with Ben. Yeah. Not me, but she called me names. It was on the tip of my tongue to retaliate and send her screenshots of Ben begging to have sex with me while she's pregnant. But I chose just to block her instead. So am I really the asshole for trying to gain clarity? You know what? I don't know what your age is. And I think I'm guilty too. You know, sometimes you're in denial. You want to see it in front of your face. No, the proof is in the pudding. It is in front of your face. I don't think you needed clarity for anything. I honestly don't think you need clarity because you got all the clarity you needed.
Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. I just think that you probably should not have reached out.
I think you went too far.
Yeah.
Like I feel as though your intent was
No.
to actually get the woman to know.
No, I don't know if that was her intent, but I feel as though she honestly just wanted to know. But we all been there when we investigate and then we get our friends to investigate and then we ask somebody who knows somebody and yeah. But and I honestly don't think she wanted to get back, but she wanted to find out. So I don't think that she was an asshole. Unfortunately, it played out like this. I don't know what Ben was telling you in terms of like if he like. Because what did she say that he
never gave her
didn't answer, and I feel as though from that is that either yes or no answer.
Yeah.
From the time somebody give you an answer like that, you don't know. And like Sherain say, like we do know. It's usually our intuition, and if your intuition is saying something not right, you need to go with it. From the jump, he didn't really want to be with you. I'm surprised that you even went back to him. I thought you was going to tell us that, you know, you went with Michael. Michael is available. What happened? But I don't think that you're an asshole. It just played off really badly. I admire that you actually did not say anything to
I liked what
the
she did.
pregnant
She decided to
woman.
block her and that was it.
Yeah, because you don't need that unnecessary drama because it's just going to be going back and forth and you're going to make her upset and she's pregnant. So let her go through her pregnancy happy. Well, not so happy, but stress less. Stress less. Stress free. So I'm glad that you just block her. Let them handle their business. Leave Ben to sort out his business. That's not a guy for you.
Yeah. I don't think it was the asshole. I just think it was unnecessary. I don't think it, with all the things you went through to try and get the information, I honestly think that the information that you had was enough to realize that he on bullshit and just move on.
But we so want to believe men sometimes that we forget to listen to ourselves. So lesson learned. Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. Yeah.
Am I the ass for telling my husband he needs to cut ties with his mother? Okay. I am a 37-year-old woman and my common law husband is 36. We have been together for 6 years now. We both have been through a lot. My mom was always there for us when we had our ups and downs. However, his parents were never there to give support or guidance anytime we needed them. When him and I had first started talking, he showed his mother a picture of me. She looked at it and told him, I don't like that girl for you, without knowing anything about me or ever seeing me in person. He asked her why, but she had no answer. Throughout the years, they would invite him to come home to spend time with them. She would also tell him not to bring me. I didn't know that until I saw it happening a few times and started to think, why doesn't he want me to see his family if he claims he wants a future with me? He later told me that she didn't want me to come to their residence. His brother was always close to him and we got along fairly okay in the beginning. He would invite us to lie by him. He lives in the same yard as the parents. Whenever I go, I would always say hello to his mother despite everything. I didn't want anything from them. I just wanted to be a good daughter-in-law. Over the years, the mother-in-law continued to tell him that she didn't like me, constantly make criticisms about me, my religion, size, that I was married previously. It got so bad until one day I told him he needed to give her a rest. He told me, anyhow you take it, that's my mom. He eased up the chatting with her from 2 hours per day to maybe 1 hour. A few years ago, my husband became very ill and we needed her the most. She had stopped talking to my husband. He was very sad and stated how cruel, I must repeat it, and stated, should I read over the whole line?
Go ahead. Yeah.
A few years ago, my husband became very ill and when we needed her the most, she had stopped talking to my husband. He was very sad and stated how cruel they had become. My mother was there for us. My husband recently started to work again and she started to speak to him again. She would constantly ask him for money and when she couldn't get her way, she would nag him or make bacchanal to make him feel bad so that she would have her way. Fast track to a few days ago when she called. My husband had her on speaker, but she didn't know I was there. She told him she needed to speak to him about something very important and it's about me. But he can't tell me anything. He was speechless and didn't know what to do. Of course, he couldn't take the phone off a speaker because your girl was waiting now to hear the nonsense she was going to see. He told her, sure, no problem, I'm listening. Mother-in-law said to him, if you want a child, you need to leave that girl and find a young girl because at her age, blooming days are over. Secondly, she's fat. I'm a plus-size girlie, so she would not be able to have children. And thirdly, she came into your life, all kinds of things started to happen to you. You have plenty ups and downs in your life. Water filled into his eyes and he became speechless. He told her that she was out of place to speak about his personal life and never judge anyone. He told her that only God can be the judge of that, and after all he has been through while I stood beside him, if she thinks it's right to speak about her like that. She didn't want to listen and they both ended up in an argument. When he got off the phone, I told him that this is the last straw for me and he needs to cut her off from his life since she is always causing problems in our relationship. If you were in my situation, what would you have done? It left you speechless.
I've never been in a position where I had any issues with my ex's parents. I think the most I got from one of my ex's mother was like just to call me the girl, which should have been a flag because he was cheating. The girl with the space in her teeth. Shockingly, she had a space in her teeth too.
Yeah.
But she never gave me bad face or anything like that. Other than that, everybody else, I say everybody like I have a whole ton of exes. with my most recent ex, yeah, I never knew his mother. His mother was never around, so his aunts and stuff were, I guess, normal. Everybody was normal, so I don't have like the closeness that he had with those people. Like nobody I dealt with. Yeah, I don't know. My personality is not for that because I have a face. If my mouth don't say it,
You'll see it.
you'll see it. So I pray that I don't have these issues. Like that's one prayer I always pray, that I don't have all these issues. But yeah, I don't know. What would I do in this situation? I think your request is reasonable, but at the same time, it is his mother. I think he needs to put boundaries in place, proper boundaries. But because he didn't put his foot down in the beginning, I think it'll be harder to break now.
Okay. For me, like knowing all that I know now, I feel as though in a situation like this, try not to give that too much light. I know that we are all human. So when people who are closest to your significant other have a problem with us or have a problem, it will bother you because you want them to love you or see how much you love that person, and you want to be accepted, you want to be part of their family and vice versa. But in a situation where you are not doing him wrong, he knows you are not doing him wrong, and there's no legitimate reason for the mother to not like you. I feel as though it shouldn't be something that should be so pressing. Now, at the end of the day, you are human and you would feel a type of way. But why I keep saying is not to give it too much light is because I feel as though that's a distraction from your relationship. You'll spend so much time dwelling on the fact that she don't like you, and the fact that you all don't even live in the same
Pray it away.
household.
Yeah.
That's real good. So you don't have to see her. You don't have to deal with her. What Sherain said, he probably didn't address it in the beginning. He probably thought, okay, well, maybe moms will come around or whatever. And it's 6 years later, 6 years. And she didn't accept her because the mother probably have some idea of what she wanted for her son. Or who knows, you take away her son from her. Some mothers, they just get real tizzick when they realize, wait, now I'm going to lose my son? And I don't understand that, because to me, how I looking at it, you gain a daughter. But that's just me. But whatever, her real...
It's very incestual. I just want to know that. It's gross. It's grotesque.
Whatever her real reason for not liking you, there's no legitimate reason. So... what he needed to do was address it. I like the fact that he was able to say something. I don't know if he said something because you were on speakerphone and you actually heard it this time, and that's why he felt he felt compelled to say it. But the fact that he said it,
though it's possible that it really is not only that he feel compelled to say it. I think too in the situation that she described, where he was ill and stuff, and when you see, like, when you're in a situation like that and you see most times, well, if you're human, if your moral compass is intact, because we know it have some people that they don't give a shit, right? When you see this person that took vows, because they're married, right?
common law. But 6 years. Look at a long-term relationship. My thing about that being sick,
You see this person.
your mother did not come and check on you.
it was genuine, especially knowing that his mom didn't come and check on him, and it was based on because she didn't like
She
his woman.
she should have been able to put that aside in that
Yeah,
moment.
so take it to the Lord and pray. I'm not a big spiritual person. I'm not gonna sit down here and lie to you all and say, I go to church all the time, that I'm a Bible thumper. I'm not. I strongly believe certain things you just need to ask the higher person that you believe in, whether it be God, whoever you believe in, whoever religion you follow, whatever it is. Sometimes you need to not voodoo, eh? That's not what I'm talking about. Right? So this is not the area for that. I'm talking about actually take it to God and pray. Ask God for, some ease about this or whatever. And yeah, put it in God's hands.
Yeah.
Because really and truly you cannot change his mother, who his mother is, in terms of you can't get a new mother for him. You cannot do that. That is out of your control. Yeah.
I also want to add that you ended it with saying that you want him to like cut ties with her, and at the end of the day it's his mom. He don't have to always agree with her. Boundaries need to be in place, and I feel as though from there maybe if she realizes how serious he is, then she might fall in line. If not, she may not ever like you, but there needs to be some sort of respect. I don't like you, but I will respect you. I wouldn't say these things. I wouldn't tell him what I think about you. I would say good morning or whatever. And what I admire about you is you keep going and you say good day or whatever. She say how when she passed through the yard, she will tell them hello. And sometimes you just have to kill them with kindness. They may never come around, but you just remain respectful.
Yep. Don't give them any reaction, because sometimes that's what people is looking for, a reaction.
And then to be like, oh, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, yeah. In this case, really and truly, as Laurel said, kill them with kindness. That's it for this week's episode, guys. That's it. This one was a heavy one, I find, because I don't like to hear people in these situations, because I find it as though, like, it's kind of like bullying. It's not like if the person did you anything, did your son anything. They're showing your son love and kindness. Like, come on, like.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next week, guys, or on Sunday.
Yes, Sunday. Bye.